can find our game schedule and more information on our website, www.conroerollerderby.com.
Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us on Veterans Day. So I hope that if you have someone in your family, that you've called them and wished them a happy day, and how much you admire them and all. And it's just what?
Hey, I had this really great thought today. I want to get your input.
Okay.
So I was reading yesterday that the government's no longer being shut down.
Right.
But I found it really funny today. The government shut down because it's Veterans Day.
Because it's Veterans Day.
And I was just like, "Come on, guys." It was like I walk up to the building, like no one's in downtown, and I was like, "I guess Veterans Day." Okay.
He's going to continue that shutdown.
Yeah,
That's
it was just funny to me because it's one of those things where, especially like in here, if no one's in here, I don't have access to really anything.
Oh.
So I had to
is everybody gone?
Yeah, this whole building shut down. That's why I told you in the morning. I was like, hey, if you're coming in, call me because I have to go to the front.
Right. I was going to call you, but it looked like two people had walked out of the building.
Well, I don't know.
So,
those aren't my people.
So I was going to walk back. Well, okay.
Well, yeah.
It was scary. So.
But yeah, that's what. I just had a good laugh to myself this morning.
You thought that was funny?
I know. I don't know why. I was just like, really? Okay. At least I got a good parking spot. But, yeah, you probably didn't have any problem parking today.
No, I was like shocked.
Yeah.
In front of
best,
Paulette's.
right?
I was going to park there, and then I looked over across, and there was one right in front of the steps. And I went, yay. It was good. It worked out perfect.
Yeah.
I've got
No, you know where I was at this morning?
Oh, please tell me.
You know that small burger slider place?
Yes, in Willis.
They opened one today in Conroe on 105, right across from Whataburger.
Oh, tell me, what it was like?
It looks exactly the same as the one.
No, I mean, not what it looked like.
No, this is what I love.
Did you taste?
Oh no, I took my mom there a while, and the one in Willis when we went to go see my niece play softball because I was kind of curious what it was like. And but I love is through a mutual friend, he invites me. He's like, hey, I want you to meet the owner, the regional guy who's opening the mall up in the county. And I was like, yeah, cool. And I was like, but what is this? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, is this the day it opens, or is this like a soft opening?
Yeah.
Or what? Because I immediately started thinking about parking. Oh, because that's a drive-through business. That's right. That's not like your typical restaurant where you have 40 spots or 30 spots. Like there might be 5 spots you can park. And usually it's with their workers, you know. So, and he's like, oh, well, they don't open till like 11 today, but this is gonna be at like 9:30, so you should be fine. And I was like, okay, I'm just asking because that whole area is insane and there's no parking, so it's like you can't just park next door at a business.
Yeah.
And because usually like all the big wigs come out for those kind of things, I think
Sure.
the county judge was there. We got a bunch of constables. We got all sorts of
Oh,
cool,
my word. They're
cool
taking
people,
pictures. Yeah.
cool people there. Because I'm a cool guy. And I get there and people are in line waiting for them to open. This is at 9:30.
Really?
Yes. So I was like, I can't just park here. So, and there's no way to get out
Uh-huh.
because it's just a drive-through.
Yeah, that's right.
So I was sitting there, I was like a little freaked out. And then I saw, I forget his name, the constable precinct 2 guy. He pulled his truck over to like the far right lane. There's like, it's like 3-lane drive-through, kind of like the new age Chick-fil-A's and stuff.
Yeah, like Chick-fil-A is. Yeah.
And so everyone was parking on that right lane, just parking and getting out. So I get behind. I was like, oh, okay. As long as the constable's in front of me, I think I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm fine.
Better than behind you. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And but it was a really cool event. They were giving away slippers or sliders
Did you
for
get some?
shoes. No, it's funny. I was really upset with myself because I
Yeah.
wanted, but they're like, oh, those are for the first 50 customers. And I was like, okay, well, do I just buy something? Like, what do you mean? It's like, oh, we're not open yet. And I was like, that whole table is full of slider shoes, and I can't have any, and I can't order food. I'm not gonna. I was like, I'm not gonna hang out here till like 11.
Did you leave?
Well, yeah, this is at like 9:30, 9:45.
So you didn't want to
wait?
wait?
No, I did.
An
Do I
hour?
look like a person who likes to wait for things?
No, you don't.
No. And then,
No.
but overall, it's the food's really good. I liked it. I was like, oh, well, my mom enjoyed it. One thing I do like about it is their little outdoor area. They have like a 5-table fake grass kind of covered patio where we can go up to the window and order. And so that was really nice because this morning was beautiful. It was like 50 degrees.
Not a cloud in the sky.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then,
But these little sliders, they're like about that big?
yeah, the way I describe them to people is think White Castle, but thicker meat.
Thicker meat. And
Yeah.
what about the
I think their standard topping is like pickles, cheese, and like they have some sauce, like some
see,
small
that used to be what
sliders.
McDonald's when they first came out. It was just the onions
Yeah,
and the
but yeah,
cheese.
it was overall. I think it's a good spot. I mean, especially it's quick because that's how I was going to get out. Was I was kind
Yeah.
of pulling through the drive-through lane, and they were moving them. So, but actually, the constable came out and moved his truck. So I was like, nice.
Oh, I gotta go move my car.
But no, but I wanted to let you know they're open, so I'm going to try to get them on the show, the GM, and then I want to get. I talked to a couple of the workers there, like local Lone Star College kids,
Yeah.
and a couple of them are high school students. Since it's Veterans Day, they're off,
Right.
so they're like this was like the first day of the job.
Man.
But it was
These are the
cool
first
talking
of
to
them.
them, and then of course it's cool to see all like the constables, see how they're doing. And you know what thing really wanted to talk to I forget that's not Mike, but anyway he's the constable in this direct area. I wanted to ask him because if you ever seen a constable in day clothes, they don't wear the tan outfit they don't wear an officer's uniform when they're out and about.
When they're out. Well, I wouldn't think so.
Well, I mean, I don't really know how that stuff works. Usually, I feel like if you're on duty, you're on duty. But he was wearing his he's got his badge on his belt. He's wearing a nice button down, got the cowboy hat, and he's got his gun. This right there. And I really
Was it the taser or was it his
no, it's a gun, but it was like a show gun. I almost wanted to ask him. I was like, "Do you have different guns for like your different outfits?" Because he was dressed up, and I was just like, I laughed when I saw it. I was like, "That's a fancy gun." Like I have an idea how guns are done, and I was like, that gun's probably 3 times more than like a standard issue,
What
just
kind
because of the
was it?
handle. It was I think it's an M1114, or I think it's a 1411. But yeah, it was. I was sitting there. I was like, I wonder if
What
this,
do you call
this
a
kinda,
Glock?
this kind of guy probably has different guns for his outfits.
What's a Glock?
It's a gun company.
Is a gun company?
It's a company like Smith and Wesson and.
Oh, okay. So I got
Beretta
my
and
Glock. When they talk about that, and they talk about it being, I thought it was just that was their code name for gun or something.
No, it's a company that makes like a special pistol. They make certain type of pistols. They're very unique compared to other pistols
Yeah.
because they only have a traditional safety.
What do you think about the ones that do it? They can make a gun from a 3D, like
Yeah.
if you have that, is that a app or is it what kind of the one that you can make a
There's
gun
different
from?
ones out there.
And you can make a gun?
Yeah, but it can only shoot so many bullets. It's plastic, so it doesn't really have
Did you see that movie where
all the with Clint Eastwood.
Michael Donovich is the bad guy?
Yeah,
And he,
I don't think it's John Malkovich.
yeah,
Yeah.
I could.
Same concept. I mean, but again, it's like if you have the knowledge of making that kind of stuff, you could probably make a better weapon.
That's scary.
But again, like who has that common knowledge? It's not like you learn that in high school.
You don't think Google has any kind of video?
Yeah,
for
but
you?
I mean, like I had that idea because my brother 3D prints a lot, and I talked to him about that. I was like, it's kind of funny that people are freaked out about making guns, but it's like, if you have an individual who wants to do something bad, they're gonna do it no matter which way or not. Like they're gonna stab the guy, they're gonna shoot the guy. They're going to figure out because they want to do harm. It's not like it's very rare that someone's going to, because it's the 3D printed gun is not a practical gun to use because you can only shoot it so many times until
Right.
it just breaks or you hurt yourself. You'll probably hurt yourself because it will blow. It will
Backfires.
blow up.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was just kind of like, no, they're going to figure it out regardless if you ban this. It's going to be. I'm not saying we should not ban it. It's just kind of like. I wouldn't be too worried about random people having 3D printed guns around.
Being able to carry.
Yeah.
Well, that was scary. I mean, that was a long time ago when that movie came out, and I just imagine they got it probably pretty well. Said be easier to make it, or it's going to be more formidable than what they have then. What he had, because he's looked like it was plastic.
Yeah. I mean, it looks very similar to that. Where it's 2-chamber loaded. And then, yeah.
2-chamber. Yeah.
But that's all it could shoot. Because, I mean, it could break after the first round.
After the first, but would it shoot both bullets?
Yeah, you can set it up that way if you want.
Oh, okay. That's so weird. Why would they teach people to do that? That just doesn't make sense that they would even allow it.
Well, no, because if you know what you're doing, you can design your own. You don't have to download anything. You can design your own whatever in a 3D printer. You can design whatever you want from a 3D printer. It might not be useful.
Oh, okay.
But you can still design. There's some really cool things out there that you can design, but they're not valuable.
Yeah, but that's... Anyway, okay, so the government is open.
Apparently. Not today.
What? Well,
I just want to make sure people know it's not
yeah,
today.
not today. You're not getting a check today. But the IRS owes me money, and I think it's been held up because of this shutdown.
That could be.
And so, and I'm just thinking of all of the people that work at the airport, the guys that they don't have enough of, and that's why they're shutting down the different flights. And now the ones that stayed with it and came to work here every day anyway, and it just didn't matter. They had to do this for the country.
Yeah.
Put country ahead of your pocketbook, and now they're going to get a $10,000 bonus from President Trump now. The ones that stayed. The ones that didn't and are acting like they're not going to come back to work, he's fired. He's let
Maybe.
all those go.
You never know.
So that was, I mean, imagine what a great deal. You get $10,000 bonus.
Well, see, that's what's so interesting to me about certain aspects of businesses that are involved with the government.
How?
Well, like the flight industry, it's like it's all controlled from the federal government, but the federal government doesn't run the flight industry.
Right.
They're
Well-
not. They're not. That's what I'm saying. It's really interesting because of the certain regulations they have on the flight industry. Like they have to be involved.
Yeah,
So like the stewardess and
right,
stuff
of
have to
course,
follow
yeah.
a certain thing,
Right.
and there are certain rules that they follow because of the government, not because it's company policy. It's like
Mm-hmm.
no, we have to do this because
Well, I think Reagan had to order the flight controllers back
yeah.
one time, and that was like the first time they would been told what to do, and they got to come back. This is a mess. But poor Murphy, Sean Murphy, the one that just became over, they just put him in charge of this, and this is what he's having to work with.
Yeah, it's part of the
And
government.
He said, so he started finding ways to reduce the amount of flights that went out, that reduced the amount of people that were there, and where the controllers could take charge of it, control it, are able to control it better. So now they're going to see when this opens up, are they going to come back? Now, the ones that have been there all this time certainly have an incentive to stay and do that, but the ones that aren't going to be getting any $10,000 bonus,
I don't know.
they'll get their check and their back check. See, they weren't going to pay him back money, as what was being said at first, and then
There's so many legal loopholes.
but then Trump said no, they all get back pay. They all get their pay. And
that's
then
'cause of
he's going to
contract,
send
yeah.
everyone $2,000 before, I think before Christmas, from some big settlement that was made, and so he's going to make sure everybody
Maybe.
gets $2,000.
We'll see. I'll wait till it hits my bank account, and I'll be like, all right. Nah, that's fun. No, it's one thing I was talking to my dad about this weekend because he asked me about the shutdown, what I thought. And I said the one thing I always love about what Donald Trump does is he shows you how the system really operates. Because either you hate him or you don't hate him, but you learn about it.
Yeah, true.
So if because a lot of people hate the guy,
Mm-hmm.
and so they try, especially in the media, it's a great way to learn because they try different tactics to explain the scenario to you. And a lot of things don't make a lot of sense to me. So I'm like, I wonder what they're talking about when they say this. What does that really mean? And then I'll do some research on it. And then I'm like, that's really cool. Like, especially like that, the flight industry, I was hanging out with the stewardess last night.
Really?
Yeah. And that's where I was just like, hey, I was reading this. Tell me about this. And then she was, it was hilarious what she was telling me. She's like, oh yeah, it's like, there's so many tests we have to do. And it's like, but it's all government run. It's not like, it's all, we all work in the same building.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, the TSA is run by the government.
Yes.
But like Spirit Airlines and everything, they just rent to be there.
Well,
So-
imagine the
So
pressure.
if you work for Spirit or American Airlines, you're just
And what kind of regulations are they? Are they under the same, or like Spirit or whoever? There's a lot of new ones that have come in.
well, like she said, the biggest one that she doesn't like. That is like, so basically, if you're a government employee, you hit to follow certain standards. So like drug testing, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So if Spirit or American Airlines wanted to do their own, they're not allowed to. So you have to follow whatever the federal government.
You still have to. Okay.
Yeah. So like, because some companies change policies all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like that policy is run by the government. So whatever the government says, you have to do. Even though she doesn't work for the government, she still has to follow whatever the rules are for the FAA or FFA or not FFA, whatever it is.
FAA.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, scary. A lot of times, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what goes on in that cockpit that makes you, and that guy, all the people there, their lives are in their hands, and to make it work. And then the controllers are just, if they look away or they start talking to somebody else or they're daydreaming or something like that, and two planes collide because they weren't watching.
Yeah, but that can happen anytime. That didn't happen just because of today. That could have happened
No,
30
but
years ago.
But I mean, when they're working the controllers, and they're short on employees, and they're stressing these guys out, and these guys are saying, I can't take it. I just can't take it. I've got to stay home. I can't do this anymore. And so they won't get the $10,000 bonus. But
yeah, you always it's really interesting to me how you like when you see people lose that way.
what?
Yeah.
What are you talking
You almost
about?
celebrate that they're not getting that bonus.
No, I felt bad
It's very
for all the
Christian of
people
you.
that are
It's
not
very Christian of you.
getting the food stamps or any of the things that are needed, that people need, that they can't afford, and they're on that government deal. I feel bad for them, and I just thought, well, it's all going to be blamed. Everything's blamed on Trump, and it didn't have anything to do with Trump. What's happened and why it was shut down so long, because everything they 14 times tried to pass the clean resolution so that they could extend it for a year, and then they could discuss and negotiate and do all that stuff. But they said no, and they felt they had GOP on the run. They thought, okay, now we got them, because it's going to make them look so bad that all these people are hurting out there. I mean, and they were confessing it on interviews, saying, no, we feel like we're going to keep this going because we have the advantage now. What? Why would you?
Again, it just exposes how the government works. It doesn't make any sense. It's
No.
it's funny.
And they're all getting paid. The first thing that should have happened is that they did not pay all the senators and the congressmen were not going to get paid. Nobody got paid. If you shut it down, then you shut your salary down. And to me, that would help be a little bit of incentive, maybe, that they wouldn't want to shut it down.
Well, that's the difference between essential and non-essential.
Well, I don't think they're not.
I don't know. I don't have a dog in that fight. It's just funny to me that's the system. And every year it comes around, they're like,
go through the same old
great.
thing. And so Trump's saying,
and then it just randomly ends. They're like, oh, they caved in. And I'm like,
Trump's saying,
they make it sound like they took them to the basement and chained them up.
but Trump's saying, we've got to figure out a law or something to not allow government shutdowns. It's not allowed. It's just you can't do it.
That's just the government.
That'd be the smartest thing to do, because it's just everybody's had enough, and they're doing all these street interviews and asking people, so who do you think's responsible for this, and then who do you think is responsible for this, and how has this made your day? Boy, and those people go off, and
yeah,
it is.
Well, that's why I'd be interested to see like the inner workings of it. Because that'd be kind of like a dream of mine, is to be a politician, just see how I could be corrupted.
So you could be
like how I could be corrupted.
How you could be corrupted. That's why when they get there and they go in there for all the right reasons, and they come out corrupted.
Because my buddies always talk about there's actually like a website that tracks senators and House reps and how much money they're worth when they go in and how much money they're worth when they go out. And I was like, do you think, how when you go out and network and you meet people, like their portfolio managers, hedge fund managers, like kind of like Chris Wootton, who sponsors this show.
Right.
And I'll ask Chris this question. I was like, do you think there's a specific guy or group that targets these senators and was like, hey, we congratulations on getting or winning. I manage the wealth fund of so-and-so and so, like all these people. We always have winners. Or so, I'm always wondering that, because you can't blame the person for working and inadvertently through your job you learn information that's privy to just the job.
You mean like Nancy Pelosi made $130 million walking away?
Yeah,
she has
it's something crazy. It's something crazy. But again, it's like you can't. What happens if you're just a smart person and you're like, oh, I overheard that Google is going to be doing this because they came and talked to us, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to put money in Google. They just came and we just found out they're going to be launching this new XYZ. Yeah, I'm going to put money in, or I'm going to take money out of Google, whatever. So, but I wonder if there's one group or a company that's like that's their whole job. It's like, oh, we got these new senators.
Insider trading.
It wasn't insider trading. It's just like, let me manage your wealth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's. I always.
But here's the thing, and I drive Chris crazy.
But then again, I guess it's like, she was married, so her husband probably worked somewhere.
No, her husband made
I meant more of like, because you have to have startup cash to really make a lot of money.
Right, but
when you're investing, you can't just like become a senator, get paid $100,000 a year, and all of a sudden you're putting $100,000 every year into investments. Like that's not how. That doesn't make any sense, right?
But she said, no, my husband did all. He's the one that's bought things. I didn't.
But I'm saying it wasn't her, because logically you can't say like, oh, if you get paid $100,000. But she also was there for 40 years.
Yeah.
Because that's what people budget for every year is like, I want to invest 10% of my money into investments this year. And so, like, reasonably, some people do that. They might put $5K, they might be $10K, or whatever the percentage is. But, like, her money was so over the top.
Right.
It was like, did someone give you a loan so you could get the head start? Or did her husband work and make $1 million? And it's like.
No.
But yeah, I would definitely want to become a senator just to see like how I could be corrupted. And yeah, well, because that's one thing that's always funny to me in the history of senators and scandals. It's like, I think I was reading it was like 60 to 70% of the scandals have to do with like females, or like they're like they had adultery.
Yeah, and they even had a fund set up for.
And that always is interesting to me, because
that's so strange.
Just because it's like, is that just the nature of people? Like,
of men.
Well, not just men. There's probably there's a couple females that probably have done it.
Oh.
Well, what about that one crazy one that she had like, because there's pictures released. Remember this? I forget. She might have been a state rep, but it was like she's involved with the dominatrix stuff.
Oh yeah,
and it was like, but it was like her husband and then like other women, and it was just like you didn't really understand exactly what was going on, but the pictures were released, and you're like, this looks weird. But yeah, so you can't just say just men.
But I mean,
but I always found that really funny because like, what was that movie that Tom Hanks was in? Charlie's War. Remember Charlie's War? With Philip Seymour Hoffman and Tom Hanks, and he plays the senator from Dallas. Is it from Dallas?
No.
And Julia Roberts plays that famous Estonian lady who's rich.
I don't remember
that. Charlie Wilson's War.
Oh.
Congressman, U.S. Congressman. But what's funny to me is I want to say he was from here. Let me look.
It was a Houston. I think it was a Houston story. I think you're right. Yeah, I think it was from here.
I'm trying to see exactly where he was born. Yeah, so he was born in Trinity, Texas, but like because what's funny about this guy? My grandparents knew this guy.
Yeah, they knew him.
Yeah. And it was just funny to me because my grandfather would say stuff along the lines of like, yeah, I really like how that movie kind of lightly touched on his behavior. Mm-hmm. But it was like that man, he was one of those used card salesman, but like a nicest guy. But like he liked to drink, he liked to smoke, and he liked to party. And
yeah.
But in this movie, they make him, he was the guy who he might have done a great thing, but it's like no, he was him. He was him. He didn't have like a wife with a secret, mistress. It was just.
He didn't have a secret mistress.
I don't think he.
Yes.
Well, he probably did at one point, and then he just because he always had women in his office. That was his thing, but he didn't hide it. He was just like, yeah.
Yo.
Well, I think that's.
That I don't remember.
You don't remember that? Like the only people that would work in his office were women.
That would be a first clue.
He was a feminist.
He was what?
He was a feminist. He was very progressive during the time.
No,
because that was Because I always use this guy as when people, like, I think it was the other day, people always try to make a big deal, like, oh, the guy from New York's transition team is all women. And I'm like, yeah, Charlie Wilson's whole staff was women. But that guy was like, he was a hound dog. So I was like, you could give me the headline, but that doesn't mean it's good.
Oh, okay. See, I've got to go back and read that story again because
It's
it
a
may
great
have been another story.
That's a great story about the
Yeah.
Iraq War and how he got weapons. This is how when I want to say it was Afghan War, and not Iraq, but he helped the Afghanis beat the Soviets.
That was the scandal. Oh, I thought it was.
No, that was him. That was his. The movie was about that time period of his life
Right.
where he realized like he could help the Afghan people, like defend themselves against the Soviet Union because we didn't like the Soviets at the time.
Okay.
But yeah, his they kind of lightly touched on his party side. Like he always rolled around in a limo with like it was well known that he was just like he was a hound dog, and I got a lot of respect for a guy like that. I always laugh.
You got a lot of respect for a
Yeah.
guy like that.
Yeah, well, he plays the fine line, but it's always a hoot. Like when you meet people like that, like this guy.
Okay. You're gonna get letters
What?
for saying that you respect that. You respect what he's doing.
Yeah, at least he's not hiding it.
You mean that makes it okay as long
Yeah.
as.
If he's honest about it, why not? Why would you hate a guy being honest about that?
But what he's doing is honestly.
Oh, it's not very good. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not moral
You
compass
want
point
your
north.
son saying, "I want to be just like him."
I think that'd be hilarious.
No, you'd like to be just like him.
I
That's
would.
it.
Yeah, that'd be great. My current state. Yeah, why not?
Well, that's true. Your current state.
Yeah. It's like whatever, dude. But I always laugh when people say it's like, oh, he has an all female. I'm like, yeah, so does this guy.
Well, who else has all female? You know, that's what's funny is that I think it was somebody that was on the guy that's in Dallas that
Well, what do you think about how?
who's the guy in Dallas that was owner of one of the teams?
Oh, the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. What's his name?
You're probably
He's
thinking
real rich.
Jones, something Jones. I forget. I just went blank.
No, he's on TV
Jimmy
a lot.
Jones or
No, anyway, he was ranting about how how Trump didn't
Jerry
respect.
Jones.
No, not Jerry Jones.
Okay.
Is Andrew listening?
I don't
You're
know.
Andrew
I don't know.
listening today? He would know. I know he would know. Mark Cuban,
Mark Cuban. owns
Yes,
the Dallas
okay.
or used to own the Dallas Mavericks.
the Mavericks, yes. Anyway, and he said, man, Trump has no respect for women. He doesn't even understand women. He's a slob. He just hard
Yeah.
on and on. And he
I
says,
heard
and
the
he doesn't
recordings.
respect- he doesn't respect women. And so, but now you look at Trump's administration, and most of them are these beautiful, they all have kind of a look-alike, but they're beautiful women.
Okay.
So it's you can't say and they're smart and they're
Yeah, maybe,
they're
I don't
doing
know.
brilliant jobs. They're doing a good job. So he quit talking about it once he started hiring all these women. Anyway, but it must be difficult for these guys whenever you've got the power to have to be able to hire anyone you want that's going to be in your presence all day and you're the boss.
So I just want to let you know, I looked up Charlie Wilson.
Yeah.
There's a whole section called Good Time Charlie about his lifestyle. There's a whole section about it.
A
Yeah.
whole section of
He was a self-proclaimed ladies' man.
self-proclaimed ladies man. So he wasn't married.
I guess not. But he had the news media reported on his exotic bedroom, complete with hot tub and That is, see, that's the kind of stuff that's hilarious to me because
It's so outrageous. It's so. That's. I mean,
yeah,
how do you? Well, I mean, at the time that was in the what was the year he was like his
70,
peak
80s.
in the 80s?
Let's see.
That would have a lot to do with it, probably.
So he was a U.S. House of Rep, 2nd District of Texas, from 73 to 96. So he's there for a while for that role.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I remember hearing his name.
I need to tell Will Metcalf he needs to step up his game.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think he's just still running for state rep, but I think it's Michael Creighton.
Is he still?
Is it Michael? No, it's not. I don't
He's
know.
still a state rep.
Yeah,
right.
Will is. I think he's rerunning for the same 15.
Well, the Cindy Cochran show put him in
yeah, it's all
in that position. Yeah, because he came on the show and we interviewed him and brought the best out of him, and people just in droves.
Yeah, that's what I should
voted
tell.
on him.
Yeah.
That's how I saw
I'll
it.
be like, good time, Charlie.
No, but that would be difficult to have that much power and have, you can hire anybody you want, and then they're beholding to you, and
So
so
this is what's interesting about this guy.
this is all we're going to talk about.
For domestic policy, he was the champion for individual rights, especially for women's and minorities. But here's a guy whose nickname is Good Time Charlie.
Yeah,
So clearly, he valued women in all aspects and believed they had.
sure he valued women, but in what way? I mean, don't you don't feel like he was having prayer meetings with them? Do you?
Well, I mean, he was who he was, and that's why I respect the guy. It wasn't like he was, a Mormon in front of everybody, and then when behind closed doors, he wasn't.
And if he wasn't married, he wasn't cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
So, okay, well,
So yeah, he respected his district's female vote so much that in 1974 he used the League of Women Voters to pass the Safe Drinking Water Act. And he was the one that broke Washington's tradition and hired female staffers.
there you go.
He
Because-
called them Charlie's Angels.
He did not.
Yeah,
He did? He called them Charlie's-
Yeah,
you're
I'm
reading
telling
this?
you.
Um,
Yeah,
oh, brother.
I like this guy.
It sounds kind of creepy to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
at least he got stuff done.
How many bills did he pass?
It sounds like several.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's,
He was a Democrat too.
oh,
I want to
okay.
say,
There you go. There you go.
but he was very big in gun rights.
In gun running?
Yeah, gun rights.
Oh,
I mean, the guy's from Texas, and of course he's going to be.
of course he's going to be. Yeah. That's right. And don't try and take our gun away from us. So,
So this is it even got personal. So his sister and him became upset with each other, and because of his views on gun rights, so he agreed to help support her in her pro-life agenda, pro-choice.
about the abortion?
Yeah. Look
Oh.
at that. Yeah, I like this guy. He's good. Good negotiator.
Good grief. You just found yourself a new hero.
I mean, again, you got to respect the guy.
That's just amazing that you respect him, because that means that you wouldn't feel it was wrong for you to do that, to be a party guy.
I mean, would I want to do that? No.
Yeah, I can't see you doing that.
Yeah, but I mean, you still have to respect the guy for being open, being who he is, and still get stuff done. Especially like in today's world, you can't have a person like that living that way.
No, that wouldn't
I mean, even
last
though,
long.
yeah, because you get called like a pedo or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Just imagine, did you feel like you lived through, I mean, you're 39, 38?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Are you?
I'm 39.
You're 39. Okay. Anyway, so see how long you're going to be 39.
Oh, a year probably, 365 days this year.
A friend of mine,
Okay.
who's my age, we
Okay.
have birthdays almost the same, and he is living a life as 40.
Yeah. Well, see, I think that's kind of the benefit of being a man.
But he's in good shape, and he
Yeah,
takes
that's
care of
kind of
himself.
that's kind of the benefit of being a man.
And he goes out and dances, and he's been dancing for a long time. He goes out and dances.
What's wrong with that?
You know, you were just, I said, and he's been 39 for like a
Yeah.
long time, and then he said he was going to be 40, but that makes me mad because we're the same age, and I was like,
Well, you're not
that's
out dancing. You stopped dancing for some reason.
How do you know?
Because you just said you're upset with today because you're not like him.
No, I'm not. It's not because I'm not like him, but as a guy, he can get away with it. A guy, can lie about stuff like that, and they get away with it. And he's
Women
having,
can lie about it too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just a little harder.
Yeah, because women age differently than men age.
Well, I mean, like looking at it objectively, I mean, you can almost say, like, say you have your golden years. I use quotes, golden years.
Like now.
So, well, I mean, like, for like a man, his golden years are probably at 40.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has money, he's established, and he's doing stuff, and so
Good
he's
car.
highly attractive.
Mm-hmm.
But like, unfortunately for women, their golden years are like right when they are 21 and to like 40, and it just swaps.
And then you start talking like this, and you're old.
Well, that's why I always enjoy meeting people who've been married for more than 30 years. Because when you meet people like that, they were like, when they got married, they were there for the swap.
Mm-hmm.
And they stayed together. Because they respected each other, or whatever the reason. I don't know what the reason is. But I mean, those are the couples I enjoy talking to.
Well, we were married 53 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that.
That's why you like talking to Sam and him saying.
Oh, I love it.
Cindy has always been crazy. I mean.
Oh yeah, no, I believe it.
And that's why the kids said, my dad told us, your mom's losing it, right?
Oh yeah.
And he started telling them that, and they said, but Dad, seems like she's always been like that. And he goes, no, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. And so now and I can't fight that at all because they're right. I mean, that's how you
Well, I mean, that's called getting older, Cindy.
I know, but what I always feared was not being able to, like, your mind is not 77.
Yeah.
Your mind's not 70. It's back at
It's 76.
30 something. It's not that
No, I get you.
that age. So there you go, and you're like, this is terrible. So I like the women that I'm going to let my hair all go gray. I'm going to get a walker, and I'm going to do because I don't care. After certain age.
I enjoy the ladies who are just happy.
Yeah.
And I'm at all ages. You can tell, like, that's one thing I love about the bowling alley. It's like a microcosm of society. And you meet people who have been together for 40 years. What's funny is a lot of people who are bowling and they're married, and they're older. I would say there's a good percentage of them that just got married. Like, they're in their 70s and they've been married for like 3 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. There's one couple, they're not even married. They're never going to marry. But they started dating like 8 years ago, and I think they're right there. I think they started dating in their 60s. And it's always funny to listen to them because it's like they're together, but they don't have the same last name, and it's not like a ownership. It's not like a
Right.
a business to them. It's just like, oh, I just enjoy her company, and like we kind of know that our life is what it is, and because my favorite argument between them was she wanted to keep her house,
Oh, right. Yeah.
and so they were living in two different houses, and it was the funniest thing. And I was just like, oh, is this like, why is that a problem? And he's like, well, I mean, why would we have two houses? I'm like, why don't you just let her do whatever she wants to do? And
That's no. I mean that certainly makes sense to me. But I couldn't have. I don't know. If I could have ever done that.
well,
No.
because the reason I knew what she was talking about because she had a house that was in the same neighborhood as my grandfather in Galveston, so I knew exactly what she's talking about. And I was like, I wouldn't sell that house
Yo, no.
because now it's probably worth a lot. And I'll be like, I would just have that as a secondary house, man.
Yeah, I was
That'd
going to be that's your beach house, and then live in town with
Yeah.
him.
Well, he
Oh.
didn't like that. He's like, she's too far away. We're getting older. I'm like,
Oh.
why don't you move to the beach then? Like, what's
Yeah,
going on here?
Retired to Galveston.
What's going on here? But see, again, that's like the different transitions in their times.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's always fun to meet people who get, like those folks who get married within 5 years of being 60 in the 60 range. It's like they're not expected to have kids, clearly, that's
Right.
past. And they're almost to that retirement or they're past retirement. And it's just like they just want to spend time with somebody.
Yeah, just
So,
and enjoy their company. But it's difficult. What's funny is with women get to be a certain age, and then they turn around and they look and see the men that are that age as well.
yeah.
Seem like, well, I'm not that old. I'm not that old. Yes, you are. Yes, that's
It is what it is.
that's your age, and so that's. And it's not like I don't. And you keep saying I'm so vain.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm not. But I feel like if in your head you see yourself and you feel good and you feel like you finally can walk and you can,
The basics of living.
the
yeah.
basics of living. And that you're fine, and so you don't have. It's kind of like an ageless feeling. Like you don't feel
Yeah.
an age.
It's like a soul. Your soul.
Yeah, my
I get you.
soul
I get
is
you.
ready. Yeah, and so that's what. But I mean, I got.
Uh-oh. What?
I was at Luby's. I'd gone to Luby's to get something, and
Yeah.
I got hit on in line. When you got the tray.
With
you put
wearing
the
what
tray
you
down.
wear? Man.
What?
What you're wearing right now? Or are we wearing all black?
Why? Now, see, they don't know what I'm wearing, so
I'm curious.
so because this would look. Why would you hit on somebody that's dressed like that?
Wearing their grandson hoodie and shirt and
This is mine.
I'm just asking what you're wearing.
Oh, I thought you said, were you wearing were you
Yeah.
wearing that? And I should be surprised that I was hit on.
No, I would take that as the best compliment because you can only go up from there. Right? That's how I live my life. Like if she likes me like this, then we're good.
If you hit on me like this is
I mean,
a good relationship.
You have no idea. Diamond. I'm a diamond, baby. I'm just really dirty.
No, but it was just funny because the guy.
That's great.
Was down
What did-
straight,
what
and he
she-
said, my mom made me come and get some. Now he looks like he's older, maybe my age or older.
Okay.
I couldn't tell. And he says, my mom made me come get some soup for her. She loves their soup, And he started, and we're going down the line, and he just keeps talking, and it starts asking you questions and stuff, and and I'm very polite and very nice and friendly, but I don't.
So it doesn't sound like he was hitting on you. It sounded like he was just being nice.
No, you don't talk to somebody in line
I do.
You do?
Oh yeah.
You talk to him?
I mean,
Like-
if I find something interesting going on, I don't talk about my mom's
Well-
soup, but I mean,
I mean, that's how he broke the ice was the soup thing, and so I just, what scared me was I was glad that he was going to have to take the soup home, because he kept talking to me, and I thought he was going to come sit with, say,
right.
can I sit with you? And that's what I didn't want anybody to sit with me. So, but it was just,
those situations are great.
it was so sweet. It was sweet. He was a sweet guy, and he didn't say anything bad or anything else like that. But when I say hit on, I just mean somebody that's wants to talk to you that you don't know, and that
That's not hitting on them. Don't use the word hit on.
well. Don't you?
But
don't
if you got the
have
feeling, if you got the feeling of it, then that's cool. I'm glad that happened. But
yeah, you're glad that.
yeah,
Yeah. So to know, I
because
still
by
have
your
a
definition,
pulse.
I'm hitting on everybody. I don't care what sex you are. I'm like, what's going
You don't
on,
care.
man?
You don't care what's.
Yeah, I'm just talking to people.
Well, I mean, I talk to everybody, but there's just certain places where you're ordering your food and you're
Yeah,
going down the
just
line,
making
and he's
small
wanting
talk.
to carry on a conversation. And
But you
so-
would have loved if he offered to sit with you. I bet you would have loved that.
No, I wouldn't. I didn't know him. I mean, I
Yeah, but
didn't-
that sounds like a movie. You know, it's like you gotta make the move.
Well, yeah. I think probably now the women are so, empowered that the older they get, they, like you weren't supposed to call a guy, and you weren't supposed to ever ask a guy out or any of that
Yeah.
stuff. And
Everyone's a little different though.
yeah, but I mean nowadays it's
You get in trouble for not responding.
yeah. But I was so shocked that you went on a dating app and did that, because that takes a lot of guts to do that. I couldn't.
I wanted to see what it was all about.
I could never do that.
Well, I think because I always tell everybody that I meet, I encourage everybody, if you're at that point where you just want to meet somebody, just to meet somebody, not like, the promise of having a future with the greatest person in the world. But it's like, if you just gotta want to meet some people, do it. Because worst case scenario, you wasted money on a date. But like, if you value money that way, then I don't think you should be dating at all. Like, it's about spending time with somebody and getting to know them. And if you click, you click. If you don't, it's whatever.
Well, it's not like I don't have a lot of DoorDash guys coming up to the door,
Yeah.
and
Well,
I
you
get
have
to meet them.
You have to create scenarios. You have to be in scenarios to meet people.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of times through work or through networking or spending time with friends or family. And because that's one of my favorite things to do is when someone says like, oh, I have a sister, I'm like, oh, she's single. And they're like, yeah. I was like, line up a date, do it. I don't need a picture. Let's just do it. I see
Yeah.
you. It's in the ballpark of you. I like it. Let's go. I had that. I was hanging out with my bowling buddies, and
was so bad.
it was so funny. His girlfriend works at a local restaurant here, and he's like, "Hey, you want to come over? We're gonna be doing this. It's Halloween, and da 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 da." And I was like, "Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. I wouldn't mind people watching and having a beer because it's Halloween week, so people dress up and
Okay. And
so-
you wouldn't mind people watching?
yeah, because you go and there's karaoke, and I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be hilarious. Like people,
Oh, okay.
in pirate costumes singing,
Oh,
Journey or something.
So you could have a mask on, and she could have a mask
But no,
on.
yeah, and and I was talking to his girlfriend, and her mom was there, and we're all chatting, and they're like talking about the sister, and she's like, yeah, she's single. I'm like, line it up, and she goes, well, are you sure about that? I'm like, what do you mean? Am I sure about that? Like, I just met the mom,
Yeah.
just met you. I'm good with the blind date. I'm good with it. And she's like, well,
Oh, that's
she
scary.
she only likes men with money. And I'm like, yeah, you've already given me a lot of red flags, but Sure, I'm gonna go for it. Whatever.
Oh, that is. So did you go on a date?
Not yet.
No.
That was not too long ago. So
Oh, okay. They're still trying to set it up.
I guess I don't know.
Okay.
You gotta swing.
Well,
It was really fun. It was just funny to me how like, you're in that perspective trying to meet somebody. You're like, yeah, go for it. Whatever.
I'm so.
I'm trying to encourage my buddies just to do that kind of stuff. And
No, but I mean, you say that we're really, really good friends, and you are with people my age every 2 days a week or
Yeah.
something like that, and you haven't found anybody you thought I would like.
when we went to that cook-off, I was trying. And you were like, no. I'm like, these are all veterans. So you know all these men who are single have some discipline. They're probably good people. They served this country and probably actually fought for this country. And you were too above that. You're like, no.
That is
I was
not
trying
true.
so hard.
You were not trying.
Yeah, I was trying so hard. What was that guy named Cliff or whatever? The guy in front of us, he was sitting in front of us when we were eating the food.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to ask him questions about what he does. What does he like?
Oh, that was your
That
your
was
idea?
me trying to let you overhear it and be like, all right, does Cindy like this guy? Is this something that... I mean, you can't just be like, oh, I just want to be picked up and just by some random dude. You got to make sure you like the person first,
Well,
regardless of what your age is. How desperate are you?
I'm not desperate.
That's what I'm saying. You got to at least have a common interest with the person.
Right. But I mean, I just thought of all those people that you're around that, and they're various ages, but they're older people.
I invite you to things that are I invite you to the bowling thing, and I even offered to go to the widow thing. If anything, that's prime.
You did not. You have never invited me to come up there.
Yeah, I did with Cynthia. You're both here. I'm like, yeah, why don't y'all come up next Wednesday? And
You did.
yeah, I did.
No, you waited
I
till
did.
I
I
was
did.
sick. You were waited till I was sick, and then you invite Cynthia to come on my show.
No, because she came on two weeks prior to that, and I go, yeah, y'all should come. That's y'all both in the market for old people, but for different reasons.
Cynthia.
Well, that's her job. That's her job to help.
Oh, the senior care. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
but that's why I said, yeah, Cindy, you should come too. You don't even have to bowl. You can just hang out.
Oh,
There's a lot of people who just hang out.
I'd have to bowl.
But
I love bowling.
yeah, but I mean, just saying, you don't have to. You just hang out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I try to go. I got special access to go, even though I'm not a widower. Well, I got special access to go with you.
Oh, to the widow club.
The widow club, and I'm like, I'll go with you. That way, you have somebody to go with.
But they're supposed to think I'm a widow.
Yeah, but it's not like I would be
Not a
wearing
grandmother.
like you're not like
Yeah.
a wedding ring or something. Like I'll just be there to hang out.
Yes, you're my support. You're my.
I'll just tell people
You're
I'm
my PTSD.
I'll just tell people
dog.
I'm homeless. I'm like, I'm just a homeless dude. It's cool.
She picked
And
me
she's
up.
so kind. She
just let me
offered
feed me.
yeah, she offered to feed.
That would be
That would be great. But no. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't say I don't try. That's unfair. I just I gave two great examples of
Well, you-
actual trying.
but
Or
you
three
should've-
actually. Three.
But I didn't know you were trying. I would have
Well, I'm a little protective of you, and I'm like, I got to make sure
that
this
they're.
guy's screws are all tightened because half of those dudes are a little wild.
Yeah.
Like that that biker guy, man, man, that guy's well. Because I was like in my mind, I go, will Cindy get on a bike? All right, scratch that guy. And
Oh, you're so sweet, Richard. I mean, you really do. I know.
but that
you.
Widows Club, that's one thing I love about. Her name's not Peggy, but that lady, she's like, it's not a dating service, and I'm like, I know, but it's kind of messed up. That's what you have in common.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's a starting point for a lot of people in relationships. You got to have something in common.
And what you have in common?
Well, that unfortunate scenario was your husband passed away. So everyone
right.
in that room, somebody like their loved one passed away. So
Right.
it's like you'll have something in common.
Well, it's not just that. Is it that they maybe? No.
No, I'm just saying that's
If they
like
get
the
divorced, you
icebreaker's
can't be
already
a
done.
widow. We can't be a widow.
Yeah, the icebreaker's already done.
Yeah. No, that's right. Everybody has something in common.
Yeah, that's
And,
what I'm telling you. That's the first start, and then it can do whatever it wants after that. But you gotta have.
Listen.
I'm telling you, that's great.
You remember Kenny Noble?
Yeah,
Okay. So
we got to be
his
going,
wife
Cindy.
passed away, and he moved into a little cottage.
Yeah.
And so on Facebook, he had a picture with this lady. He says, "I want you to meet my new lady in my life." And so I called him yesterday, and I said, "Hey, Kenny, does that mean we broke up?" And he goes, "What? What? We broke up? No. What do you mean we broke up? I didn't know we were going together." And I said, "You didn't know?" And he lives in Georgia, so it's just
That's so
it's
nice
very
that you're
safe.
still messing with boys' minds.
It
That's
was
so-
just
what a typical Cindy thing, because she's so vain, and you have to
No.
make it about you.
no. And I was so happy for him. I'm so glad that I told him I was so glad that you found somebody, and that because he's like 5 years older than I am, but no.
But why do you
3
need to
years
find
older.
somebody? That's what I don't really get.
What?
Why do you need somebody?
What do I need somebody?
Yeah.
I don't need anybody.
Well, you're asking me to find dudes for you.
Well, I mean,
I think that's kind of meaning that you need somebody. I hope that's what that means.
well, no. If you found somebody that you think is really fun, and you think he's good looking, and it doesn't matter if you had money or not. I don't care about that. So I just want
Yeah,
just
but you're
somebody
a little woman. We know you really care.
But see, the problem is that somebody like you, it's difficult sometimes when I go like, "Hey, do you remember this song?" Or "You remember?
Yeah.
Did you ever see this movie?" And you don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, I don't think anyone really knows what you're talking about.
You never know
So
what
it's
I'm
not-
talking
It's not
about.
just me.
Okay, that's so mean. So mean. Okay, we gotta go.
We gotta
But
go.
anyway, today's
Tomorrow-
Veterans Day.
Yeah,
We
today's
should-
Veterans Day.
Yes,
And
that's right. And-
actually, after the show, we're airing our special veterans program.
yes, and the sky is so cool. So you need to stay tuned.
But we have a guest tomorrow. We have an artist coming in.
Yes,
So
a musician coming in.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
His
So-
name, I believe, is Roland Williams. Roland Williams, local guy. He's releasing a single on November 27th called "The Crows." So he's going to be in the studio tomorrow.
And
So
doing a
we'll-
live. Is he gonna play?
I hope so. I mean, he's a
Okay.
musician, so we're going to do some type of music.
Is he gonna let me sing? No. Okay. All right. I think this is gonna be exciting because I've never met him. And
Yeah,
I've just heard
it's a
little
blind
bit
date.
of it. A blind date. That's what you need to do. Yeah, you need to get these guys from there and
Yeah,
set them
that's
up.
what I'm
and
going to
say,
do. Be like, you want to be on the Cindy Cochran show?
She's not desperate or anything. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, thank you so much for all the veterans out there and all that you did and how you served. And we respect you so much. And
But
all
but
those
she won't
in the
date you.
military. What?
She won't date you.
Well, what war were you in? Just let me know that first.
Yeah, I mean,
and then we'll know if we're in the
I got
right.
the hard no after I dropped you off. I'm like, oh, she doesn't like veterans. Okay.
Anyway, but seriously,
See, I
we
was-
do respect your service, and we thank you so much, all the veterans out there. Thank you, and you
And
guys.
Chris Wootton, today's sponsor,
Our sponsor is Chris Wootton,
Wootton
and
Financial.
financially has kept me alive. So
Yeah,
it's
and
just
he'll be on next week. From what
Yeah,
I is
on
it
the
next
20th.
week? Yeah.
on the well,
Is it next
he's
week?
on the 20th.
Okay.
But to all the
Yeah, that's next
all
Thursday,
the first
Cindy.
responders and the military, especially right now, we just salute you, and we love you and respect you. So thank you for all you've done, and we'll see you tomorrow. Be with us.